Alright, our next new wallpaper book is the Carey Lind Elements book from York. We'll take a look at that here. Now, this book has a lot of really great neutral colors in it. This one has kind of a geometric swirl mixed in with a stripe, and then we have the counterpart of just a stripe. This pattern I think is going to be the most popular. It's got this really great texture on it, so it looks like someone just stamped on some paint and just has the little excess around the edges. It's a great texture and a very clean pattern. Next we have it in this sort of grayish lavender color. It's the same colorway. In this area here we've got all these little arches. It's a nice all-over small print. And here we have almost like little daisy-type flower starbursts in that light purple as well. Next we've got this great large stripe that has a little shimmer in it and a little texture. This one is also a really beautiful floral. It's got some creams and that kind of grayish blue tone to it. Another kind of all-over pattern. Goes into that floral again with that purple undertone. Here's a very subtle, small floral. This one's more of just a texture with a little white and that purple. This one's really cute. This actually looks like a lot of my little doodles that I do on a regular basis. Kind of that just really soft squiggle coming down the paper. Here is that floral from before in a darker colorway. It's a little more sophisticated. And again, this color palette has all the different papers. Your stripe with that little swirl in it is really beautiful. It breaks up that kind of straight, delicate piece. And then here's that stamped pattern again. I think this is one of my favorite colors of that. And again, our stripe, and then our stripe with that swirl mixed in, a little more contemporary. Here's the ivory of that stamped pattern. Again, our little arches and our little daisies. We've also got the floral, again in that kind of cream, with our texture, our small tone-on-tone floral, and my favorite little squiggles. Here's our squiggles again in that popular color that's coming back, that kind of very pastel aqua. And again, the petite floral, and another stamped pattern here. And again, more stamped ivories. And a floral as well. This is a very muted beige stripe. And again, your all-over patterns. This has another neutral of that floral texture and little arches. Here's our swirl stripe in that pale aqua and the stripe. And then some more little daisies. Floral again. Little flowers, texture. And then our swirl kind of squiggles in more of a gold tone this time. So we have another colorway of this, as well as that stamped more in that kind of a gold feel. Here's a little bit darker of a gold. It's a little bright in here, so the colors don't come off quite as dark as they are in person. So we have the gold daisies and arches. Again, the florals are striped and are all over crisscross pattern. Here's an even darker gold of the floral. And I love this picture. You can really see how that stamped pattern, especially in the next colorway, stands out on the wall. So we have this lovely maroon and gold little floral with the gold texture. And then this really helps that pattern pop, that hand-stamped texture here. And then again, another stamped with gold on gold. The darker colorway of this texture here, and our stripe, our little floral, and our gold squiggles. And then we go into the gold stripes. Here in this picture they hung that horizontally instead of the way it comes on the roll vertically. But you can see how that stripe is absolutely gorgeous. We're all over in our floral. And then again in another neutral. And back to our light aquas with our small prints, our textures, and then bounces back to a deep gold. And then the stamped with the lighter background and the gold in the stamping. And arches and squiggles again. And that is the new York book, Carey Lind Elements.